Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Welcome back to Little Dick, Big Dick. I'm Little Dick.
I'm Big Dick.
You son of a bitch. You weren't supposed to agree with me. No, welcome back to Power Trip Retrospective.
Welcome back, guys, to Power Trip Retrospective. Woo, that was a tough one to say.
That's what happens when you get Big Dick.
Power Trip Retrospective. Okay.
Big Dick makes you gargle.
We're good.
It was weird.
Okay, this is really getting weird.
It's a great start.
Yeah.
Hollywood Squares.
Well, Hollywood Squares. That's what we're talking about today.
I mean, shit, game tech.
So a little bit of information about the game. So it was originally released in 1988. It was published by Game Tech, but the game was actually developed by Rare because there was nothing that Rare's dick wasn't in the late 80s on the Nintendo.
Well, they had a big one.
But Game Tech was notoriously the publishing company that published a lot of the game show games, the Jeopardies, the Wheel of Fortunes, Hollywood Squares, all of those game shows.
Anticipation?
No, that was not. I don't believe that was Game Tech. No.
I suppose it was more of the syndicated shows.
But it was more of the syndicated shows, yeah. So so they did that. Yeah, as we said, came out in 1988. At the time, the host of the game show was a man named John Davidson, and he was the host from 86 to 90? Maybe 89.
I thought you were going to say now, and I'm
no,
like,
no. I think it's 89. I think it's 89 or 90 he was the host until.
Yeah, that sounds about
89, right. Because then the show actually went off the air from 89 until 1998 when Tom Bergeron actually became the host that everybody now knows as the host of Dancing with the Stars.
Cyrano de Bergeron.
Cyrano de Bergeron.
I have nothing to add to that.
De Berge. That's it.
So, I mean, we'll jump into it. Difficulty, I don't think we can really...
You really can't...
feasibly do.
No, you honestly, I don't think that we can give this a difficulty because, I mean, yeah, you can play at one player, you can play against, like, computer opponents, but at the same time, with a lot of the game show games, I don't think they were really intended to be a game that you kind of played by yourself. You played it with others, like with friends, and kind of played one-on-one against somebody. So I can't really honestly give the game a difficulty.
I would assume everybody knows how to play Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, so the thing is that you have a 3x3 grid of who are basically movie stars or television stars, whatever.
B-list.
Yes, that's beside the point.
But
they would ask a question, and then the celebrity would have to answer whether that was true or false, and then you either, or they would have to answer what it was, and then you would say, well, I agree or I disagree with what their answer was, because they could know it, they may not. I don't think they ever maliciously tried to get it wrong. Well, they probably did.
I feel like they did.
I think they did, actually. They sometimes would try to get it wrong and then make it sound credible so that you would say, I agree, and then you get it wrong. X's get X's, O's get O's, and it's classic tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe, man.
So, the video game is no different than that. It's basically the host of the show asks a question, you choose the square that you want to answer it, they will give some kind of stupid snarky remark that's really just a punny mess, and and then you either agree or disagree with them, and then you either get your X or your O depending on what side you are. So
yeah, it was a little weird.
Really no difficulty. Yeah. So
but
that would be a non-applicable.
NA. Non-applicable.
That is true.
Oh, it's false.
No, I agree.
I got the X.
No, you didn't. You didn't get anything.
Moving on to fun.
Hey!
The game gets maybe a 2.
So do you give it a 2?
I give it a 2.
What's your mindset behind giving it a 2?
The questions recycled a lot. And there was not a huge variety.
No.
And to be honest, like the game, like the questions were so simple. Like unless you were stupid, you really
sometimes
knew what the answers were.
And sometimes, and I found this was the case in most cases, where if they gave an answer that you thought was so completely off the wall zany, you were almost guaranteed if you pushed agree you'd get it right, because they don't, like, they only made these questions, like, it's almost like to throw you off, like, this sounds really crazy, it's got to be true, and it was true in most of the cases.
The only time I think we got tripped up is if, like, they started trying to throw double negatives in there.
Yes.
And then you're like...
And they would do that from time to time.
Which then you were like, well, true...
Am I agreeing that this is false, or am I agreeing that you're saying this is wrong? I don't know what you're getting at.
So that's really the only difficulty of the game. I mean, it's not... I mean, you play it once, you'll probably get recycled questions, and you'll probably never play it again, to be quite honest.
Yeah, you really don't have a reason to play it again. Oh, are you...
That's it for me.
Still going. I wouldn't... Yeah, I wouldn't... I honestly, I can't give it higher than a 2 as well, because it really... It doesn't have the charm of the show, of course, because, I mean, you don't get real, like, actors and celebrities to answer the questions, but I don't think there's any music in the game.
Not really.
There's only, like, a few musical things, like, in between rounds and all that jazz. But, yeah, like you said, the questions are just, they're recycled, and it's a very small...
The small pool.
Small pool that it's pulling from. So you'll get the same questions, and you literally play 3 games of tic-tac-toe, because you have the 3 rounds, and then that's it. And then you choose a key to hopefully open up a door of a car, and if you get it right, you win the car. If you don't, that's it. There's really nothing more to this game. There's no music, there's no anything. It's just, you play it once and you really don't have a reason to play it again.
As far as game shows goes, it's a pretty dismal display. I mean,
really
if you really want a good game show game, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune was fun. Jeopardy, even that's got some recycled questions, but at least it's, I don't know, it was better represented.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 5 different fucking Jeopardy games on the Nintendo.
4.
Yeah, so I mean, take your pick.
Yeah.
Like, you Monopoly, even. Wasn't Monopoly on the NES?
It was, yeah.
There you go, play
Monopoly. And I was going to say, yeah, Monopoly is actually... I like that one.
Monopoly's fun, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Anticipation?
Anticipation was at least something different, though.
Yeah, that's true. It's aggravating.
I like the aspect of it where, yes, you're still playing kind of like a trivia, or like the drawing game you have to guess, but it's still almost like a board game on top of that.
Hated it.
So,
I made that
it was
point,
unique.
I made that point pungently clear.
It was unique, but yes, I still hated the game.
That was the wrong usage of that word.
Pungently.
Pungently. I meant, was it poignant?
Poignantly.
Poignantly clear?
Yeah.
Poignant that's anticipation. That's a different game.
That is a different game. We're not talking about that game.
We're not talking about anticipation.
No. We're talking about Hollywood Squares.
We're muddling through Hollywood Squares. I've lost all interest.
All right.
Just like the real game.
So, is it worth it?
What did you pay?
What did I pay for this game? I am pretty sure that this game I paid $2.99 for.
That's about as high as I would go for this.
And
$2.99.
As according to price charts today, this game goes for $5.50 is its average price. I'm gonna go ahead and say this because I don't say it often when it comes to prices so low. But is this worth it? It's not. It's honestly, it's not worth it. If you find this game for more than $5, don't pick it up. It's just not worth it. If you're a fan of the show, honestly, I don't think you're gonna like it. It's not reflective. It's not indicative of the show. It does a bad job representing it. There's no music. You play it once. There's no reason to play it again.
Yeah, there's no
there's
fun
really
celebrity cameos.
No, there's nothing to come back to on this
If you're going to spend $5, get the Wii version.
Yes.
At least then you get the small video clips of the center person being a celebrity.
That would be cool.
It was either Jeffrey Tambor or Brad Garrett or Kathy Griffin, I think, were the 3.
Okay.
There might have been one more in there somewhere, but
that's still nice that you get that.
Yeah, at least you get it. The questions are still just as stupid, but at least you'll get some flash and flair.
And I would say for $5, your money is better and more wisely spent buying something like Legacy of the Wizard.
Put it towards Guardian Legend.
Or there you go, $15 game. So
shit, man. There you go.
So
Fuck.
So that's Hollywood Squares.
That's Hollywood Squares, man.
Bank. So
in the bank.
It sucks, and we never want to come back to it again. So we apologize.
I don't even want to watch it.
No, no. Well, then don't. And in fact, go to PowerTripGaming.tv. You can watch all of our playthroughs that we've played to this, including Hollywood Squares. However, this is probably the one time I will say. I think we'll have a link in the description, but
we will.
You don't have to watch it though.
You don't have to click it.
Click at your discretion.
It wasn't as good as our Jeopardy playthrough.
No.
Jeopardy Junior, excuse me.
Yes.
Was definitely better than Hollywood Squares was. Hollywood Squares was kind of a struggle.
Yeah. So, anyways, PowerTripGaming.tv. Hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up on Twitter. PowerTripGaming.tv. Again.
3 times.
3 times. And that's it. So
that'll do it.
Do it. Shit, man.
Next time on Power Trip
Retrospective, we'll review something better, and that is the goddamn truth.
It's a little dick promise. It takes a while.
Dick promise.
It takes you a while, but we get you there.
I think we just found our new fucking slogan.
What?
It'll take a while, but we'll get you there.
A little dick promise. It's not funny. It's terrible.
It is funny. That's it.
You're making fun of me.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Malicious.
I'm going to now be saying that as our closing. It'll take a while, but we'll get you there.
I inadvertently found a better catchphrase.
We did.
For Retrospective. Oh my god.
Bookatoo, 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 bookatoo.